powerful and unexpected prophecy has emerged, sending shockwaves through the Christian community. It comes from Mirjana of Medjugorje, a prophetess whose revelations have always carried immense spiritual weight. This latest message, received during a fervent prayer, foretells events of great significance that will soon unfold in the coming days, transforming the fate of the world and testing the very core of humanity's faith. Mirjana's vision began with a celestial light breaking through the sky, accompanied by a voice of authority that echoed with urgency. The message was clear: the moment is approaching. The world's destiny is on the line. Everyone must hear what I say and prepare for what is to come. This divine intervention brought a strong sense of urgency, and the faithful were left with an undeniable sense of responsibility to heed this warning. The vision continued with a poignant and distressing image: Pope Francis, a spiritual leader beloved by many, suffering deeply. The agony was not simply physical, but seemed to stem from a dark, insidious force attacking him internally. The voice from the light explained, "The burden of the world shall be carried by the Holy Father. The moment for purification is near, and his illness will serve as a sign. Pray for him, for the salvation of many depends on his suffering." This prophecy cast a heavy shadow, pointing to a time of purification for the Church, a period of trial that would test the faith of believers worldwide. But the prophecy did not stop with the Pope's suffering. Mirjana's vision also revealed a young man bathed in a divine light, shining with holiness. This figure was none other than Carlo Acutis, the recently canonized young man known for his unwavering faith and deep devotion to the Holy Eucharist. The voice in the vision proclaimed, "In these dark times, Carlo Acutis will be a beacon of hope. His purity and devotion will guide many to the light." Carlo's example, rooted in love for Christ and a deep commitment to the Eucharist, will serve as an inspiration to many, offering a spiritual light during times of darkness and confusion. Then the vision shifted once again, and the world came into view, a globe in turmoil, consumed by conflict. A nation shrouded in a dark shadow was a foreboding sign of impending devastation. The voice solemnly declared, "A great." Though the vision was cut off, the message was clear. A period of intense trial and suffering is imminent, and those who are spiritually prepared will be better equipped to navigate these dark times. The message from Mirjana is a clarion call for all to prepare, to open their hearts, and to strengthen their faith. The warning is clear: those who are ready will emerge from these trials spiritually renewed, but those who ignore the signs will face devastation. This is a time to reflect deeply on our lives, to purify our hearts, and to strengthen our connection with God through prayer and devotion. In these last days, we are reminded that while darkness may fall, there is always the promise of light. The example of Carlo Acutis, the suffering of Pope Francis, and the impending trials are all part of a divine plan to awaken the world to its need for spiritual renewal. The time to prepare is now. Let us heed this urgent call with unwavering faith and a commitment to God's will. The world is on the brink of turmoil, and you may feel that peace is a distant hope, buried beneath the weight of conflict and violence. Yet, in the midst of these challenges, faith is the anchor that will keep you steadfast. The prophecy of conflict forewarns a time of intense unrest, as nations teeter on the edge of war and global tensions rise to unprecedented levels. Fear of invasion and uncertainty about the future will dominate the world, but amid this turmoil, faith will be the light that guides us through the darkness. Mirjana's vision revealed troubling celestial signs, comets, eclipses, and mysterious lights, phenomena beyond the reach of scientific explanation. These heavenly occurrences, as the voice in her vision proclaimed, are divine signals pointing to something far greater. "Look to the sky," it urged, "for the signs of my return will be found there." These signs are not meant to frighten us, but to awaken us, to remind us that a higher power is at work in our world. The message is clear: prepare yourself spiritually. The trial is coming, and while it may seem overwhelming, we must not fear, but rather fortify ourselves in faith. The purification of the world will come through suffering. Disease, natural disasters, and warfare will shake the very foundations of our existence. Yet from the ashes of this tribulation, a new era of peace and spiritual renewal will rise. This purification will be difficult, even brutal, but it will serve as a catalyst for a profound spiritual awakening. Only those with unwavering faith and pure hearts will endure, leading humanity into a future of hope and redemption. Mirjana, filled with a sense of urgency, knew the world needed to hear these divine words. After sharing her vision with the priests of Medjugorje, The prophecy began to spread, stirring reactions of both belief and skepticism. As time passed, the world watched in anticipation. Every sign, from astrological phenomena to political decisions, was scrutinized for clues. The signs were all around: unrest in the skies, the illnesses of the Pope, and the growing fears of war, all pointed to the truth of the prophecy. In response, people turned to prayer like never before. Churches filled to overflowing as hearts sought the strength to face the trials ahead. Among these prayers, figures like Carlo Acutis became symbols of hope and resilience, reminding believers that even in times of great uncertainty, faith has the power to endure and overcome. As international tensions reached a boiling point and the specter of war loomed, the fear of the unknown grew. But in the midst of all this chaos, the message of the vision is clear. It is through faith, prayer, and spiritual preparation that we will endure. Despite the storm, there is hope, because those who remain steadfast in their devotion to God will be the ones to lead us into the new dawn of peace and renewal that awaits. Mirjana's prophecy unfolds. Faith, purification, and the dawn of a new era. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest spiritual insights and reflections. Today, we're diving into a powerful prophecy revealed by Mirjana of Medjugorje, a message that continues to shape hearts and minds around the world. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to stay updated on future videos, and remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss an important update. Let's begin this journey together as we explore how faith, purification, and hope are intertwined in the unfolding of Mirjana's profound vision. A world on the brink, the struggle of Pope Francis and global tensions in the years following Mirjana's prophecy. The world witnessed unprecedented events, both on a spiritual and earthly level. Pope Francis, as predicted in the vision, battled a debilitating illness. His suffering was not just physical but symbolic, a manifestation of the burden the Holy Father would bear as a sign of the purification that humanity was about to undergo. As the Pope's health faltered, the world stood still, watching as tensions between nations rose and the threat of war loomed ever closer. Mysterious signs appeared in the sky. Comets, eclipses, and unexplainable lights danced across the heavens, fueling the belief that these were divine confirmations of Mirjana's prophecy. The scientific world was baffled by these celestial occurrences, but to those who believed, they were clear signals of God's presence and intervention in human affairs. These heavenly wonders filled many with a sense of awe, but they also reminded people that they were on the brink of a new and challenging era. As fear spread across the world, many turned to the sky for solace, seeking guidance and direction from a higher power. The great purification, trials, tribulations, and faith's triumph. The prophecy foretold of a purifying period, one marked by immense suffering and hardship. And indeed, the world soon experienced a cascade of natural disasters. Devastating storms, floods, and earthquakes wreaked havoc across the globe. Communities were torn apart, and families mourned the loss of loved ones. But this was not the only battle humanity faced. A rapid spread of disease overwhelmed nations, while wars intensified and the forces of conflict seemed unstoppable. Yet, even amidst the chaos and pain, something profound began to happen. Faith became the cornerstone of survival. People began to realize that their spiritual strength would be their guiding light through this turbulent time. The strength of faith, a community united in prayer in these darkest of times. Faith was tested like never before. But the power of prayer, the support of communities, and the guidance of the Virgin Mary through Mirjana's words kept many anchored. Churches, once places of ordinary worship, became sanctuaries of hope, a refuge where the faithful gathered to pray, to support one another, and to find solace in the face of disaster. Carlo Acutis, the young saint who was canonized just before these events unfolded, became a beacon of light in the darkness. His unwavering faith and love for the Eucharist resonated deeply with people, especially the youth, reminding them that holiness and purity were attainable even in the modern world. Carlo, who lived a life of devotion amidst the digital age, proved that technology and faith could coexist in harmony. His example continues to inspire countless souls, showing them the way to holiness in a world of distractions and turmoil. The transformation, a new era of peace and renewal after years of suffering and turmoil, the promised dawn arrived. Out of the ashes of a broken world, a new era of peace and spiritual rejuvenation emerged. The trials of the past had purified humanity, and now, in the light of a renewed faith, the world began to rebuild. People who had endured the storm were filled with gratitude, knowing that it was their faith that had seen them through the darkness. This new period brought not only peace to the world, but also a deep spiritual renewal. Hearts that had once been hardened by suffering now burned with a passion for holiness. The vision of Mirjana had come to pass, and she had played a central role in guiding humanity through the purification. Her prophetic words continue to inspire hope and resilience in the face of adversity. The legacy of Mirjana and Carlo Acutis. A beacon of hope for the future. The legacy of Mirjana's vision is one of hope and purification, demonstrating the strength of the human spirit when united. In faith, it is a reminder that no matter the trials we face, if we remain faithful and pure in heart, we can emerge stronger and more united than ever before. Through this vision, St. Carlo Acutis represents the fusion of faith and modernity, the idea that in today's world, we can still live lives of profound devotion and purity. Carlo's legacy is not just for the past, it's a shining example for today's generation, showing that holiness is achievable even in a technologically driven world. His example continues to light the way, urging people to keep their eyes on God, no matter how turbulent the world around them may seem. Conclusion: embracing the new era. As we move forward into this new era, the prophecy of Mirjana has provided humanity with the guidance and strength it needed to endure the trials of the past. The light of faith will continue to shine, even in the darkest moments. The coming of peace and spiritual renewal is not just a distant dream. It is now a reality, one that will be built on the purification that has already begun. We encourage you to reflect on the lessons from this vision, that even in the most difficult times, faith is the key to overcoming challenges. Together, we can face the future with optimism, hope, and resilience, knowing that we are never alone, for God's guidance is always with us. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that Mirjana's prophecy has left a lasting impression on your heart. Please share this message with your loved ones, and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts on this powerful message. Stay strong in your faith, and may God's grace continue to guide you through every challenge.